We are back, right? Talk to me, people. I hate when this happens. Ah. Well, I hope that you're there and that you're back. Oh man. Well, thank God I wasn't playing a song at that moment, right? At least we're back. I'm going to just drink a little. Because now it made me mad. So where were we? Oh yeah, we were going to play something. So here's what we're going to do. For the rest of this evening, we're going back in time. And we're going to listen to and watch anythingbox at the pipeline. And let's just start this off. So that I know what song I'm playing, I need there we go. Here's my cue sheet. So the song you're about to hear is Welcome to My Church, the synth version. With the intro, that was the famous intro that we only did once. I think Mike will remember which intro this is. So this is really early anythingbox. Let's pop that sucker in. Let's hit play. Ooh, it's playing. And I think we're setting up stuff. So yeah, we're setting up.
Bring it down just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. Good. 1, 2. That's good.
So you're actually watching us set up. I know that the video is not as great either, but it will come up.
My God, my throat's so dry.
My throat's so dry, I say. That's so funny. Oh my God. I don't know if I should be embarrassed or not. Welcome to my church. But you want to know something funny? I was thinking about it as I'm listening to those words. Emilio, I know you're listening, so you're going to know what I'm talking about. But when it was saying, welcome to my church, it's not talking about a physical church like, going to church. It's talking about the temple of one's mind and soul, and that one holds the key to one's soul and one's mind, and that, that key is yours, and you're not supposed to give that key to anyone. You're supposed to hold on to it. You can let someone borrow it. You can let someone in, but it's your key. So I was thinking about, like, the whole time I was like, these keys are mine. I was thinking about Bitcoin right now, which is funny. Really funny to me. I don't know. That's really weird. But yeah, welcome to my church, 1988, at the pipeline, where it all started, really. Like, just, wow. So it's so funny to have this tape and to be able to share it with you guys and play it. I know it's not the best quality at all, neither visually nor with the audio, but we'll do what we can. But I promise what I will do is this. Sometime tomorrow or Sunday, I think I'm going to try to transfer the whole tape over and see if I can clean it up somehow. But this is one of those that I think I'm really going to enjoy cleaning up. Although it's going to be horrible trying to rewind it once it's done, because rewinding on this machine is like terrible. But we shall try. But yeah, like, I mean, who would have thought that we still have these, like, it's just amazing. But anyway, I always loved this tape. This was one of all the shows of the really early ones. This is one of my favorites because it's so weird. Like, there's so much stuff on here that's so odd. But of course, there's also stuff So we have so many memories attached to our past. And I know that everyone does. I know everyone has all those memories attached to their past. But man, it's like the craziest thing, William Guillermo Bardaneda wants to see the whole show. We are going to see the whole show. We're going to see the entire thing. Although I don't know that we're going to be able to see or watch the entire thing tonight, but what we're going to do is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to talk and then I'll just keep playing stuff. I'm just going to let it go because otherwise it's going to try to rewind back to a certain spot that doesn't make any sense. I think it likes the Casper intro, wants to keep going back to it, which is kind of funny. And hopefully the interwebs will cooperate. Oh my God. So anyway, how are you doing this week, everyone? How's everyone doing, considering all the news and all the weirdness? If you're in Paris, I'm sorry, because you're probably going on lockdown yet again, and I feel bad for you. If you're in LA, it's just weird again. I know that everyone's getting all these weird migraine and pollen headaches, and I didn't think anything of it, except that, by the way, I too was sick yesterday. I had a migraine. I was in bed most of the day. So I can relate. I think Thursday was terrible. I was just getting over it. Around midday today, I was starting to get over it because I was thinking, if I keep feeling like this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go on and do anything. So one of my sneaky plans was, if I couldn't talk and I was really, really sick, I was just going to basically do this. I was going to play that visual that you're seeing. And then I was going to just hit play on that tape and just walk away. That's what was one of the ideas I had if I was feeling too sick to actually talk on the mic tonight. But I feel good now. I'm fine. But yeah, so that's one thing. And then the other was that I have to pack all these guys up because this weekend they all have to go out. As I was saying before, we're transferring all the old albums to much better formats. And I'm answering a question here. Valerie said, it's incredible that you still have all those vids. Are you going to back them up on newer technology? Absolutely. Unfortunately, the quality of them is not that good, but I would rather have them as they are, moved over to a technology that's a little safer and put them away. So yeah, tomorrow I think I'm going to start with this one and work my way up. I actually found a box, and I'm not kidding. I didn't even know I had this many VHSs. I think I have, I want to say about 40 to 50 VHS tapes of Abox live stuff, of the early stuff. So there's going to be a lot to go through, but I'm glad all this is working because now I can just play stuff and you guys can see it, which is awesome. Gookies. I agree. For me too, it's interesting. But yeah, I hear you, Mai. Those headaches. It wasn't fun, man. So anyway, let's keep moving. The next track on our 1988 going backwards, I guess we'll call it a flashback Friday. We're going back to 1998 with World Without Love. World Without Love, love. At least I hope that's what happens. Here we go.
Can you tell that I have a cold? I don't know if you can tell I have a cold, but I have a cold. Anyway.
I had a cold.
This is going to be our first single. It comes out in January. This is World Without Love.
So weird. So weird. So very weird. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So this is the funny thing. There's a funny story behind this particular time period here. So there was a club down. Was it called 179 Varick? I thought it had a name, but there was this club that we won a contest on that we would get 50 entrances to this club, and we could throw a party, and they would make a flyer for us. So it was supposed to be like, you're throwing your own dance party, but us being opportunists, we thought that the funniest thing we could do is pretend we had a single coming out, so that our thought process was this: if this club was going to provide free flyers and free advertising for a show for us, it might as well advertise something cool. So we decided we were going to tell them that we had a single coming out and that the single was called World Without Love. And they printed this on the flyers. And they gave us these tickets that we could give away. So basically all our friends went, and it was the funniest thing. But Mike's right in that it was really full that night. And it was so awesome. And one of the funny experiences I have about that particular night at 179 Varick was that I snuck away with a friend of mine named Marianne, and we went to go cut a record not too far away and came back because we had an appointment. I remember that we were at that party and that we took off to go cut that record and then come home. And that's when we had the Living in Oblivion 12-inch cut. It was that night. That's how I remember it. I could be wrong, but that's how I remember it in my head. But anyway, so ever since that moment, we would literally tell everyone that this was the next single coming out, even though there was no single. Well, we would just say this, and then we would show people the flyer. And because 179 Varick, for whatever reason, was popular in New York, that would get us more shows. So we were like totally cheating and gaming the system. Talk about being opportunists. That's like total shady fire right there, what we were doing. Wow, Mike, you still have a copy of that flyer somewhere? That's hilarious, man. It's so funny. So, yeah, been a strange week. I was sick yesterday. Yes, I already said that. I know. I just thought I'd say it again because I was. But the sad thing about being sick yesterday was that I had a headache so bad that I wasn't really online until early in the morning. And by mid-afternoon, I was done. I was wiped out. I couldn't look at something. I couldn't look at email. I couldn't look at anything. So yesterday afternoon, Emilio and I were talking on the phone. Emilio, by the way, because you guys don't know who I'm talking about here, but Emilio is the owner of the Pipeline, the very place where we're playing back in 1988. And yet, here we are, right now, 2021, and he's tuning in to watch. And yesterday, we were on the phone for a little while, talking about NFTs and all this other stuff that's going on in our lives. Because as weird as it is, music got us together. Music made us meet and intertwine in each other's lives with music. And now our lives are intertwined yet again with music and NFTs, which is the craziest stuff to think about, right? It's like, to me, that's crazy. But I love every minute of it. I love how the universe works. Yes, gigantic circles, as Emilio points out. So yeah, we were on the phone yesterday and we were talking about one of the places that I had applied. And today when I opened up my email, I realized that I had been accepted yesterday afternoon while he and I were on the phone, which is wild. That is like the craziest shit to me. So yeah, I got accepted into Calamint. I am now verified as a creator, which means that I can start minting NFTs there. Now, I'm going to be minting NFTs in many different places. I've already done due diligence. I've done I can't say it. I've done due diligence. There we go. Due diligence. And I am on a few. So if you look for endpop on Rarible, if you look for endpop on Mintable, if you look for endpop on OpenSea, if you look for endpop on Calamint, yes, you will find me eventually. So I'm going to be doing a lot. So it's going to be fun. Some of it has a lot to do with the 12-inch. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the pike. We were hoping to announce the winner of the 12-inch this week. But like I said, I was sick yesterday. So is Mikey. But it's off into production land. We got the green light that everything's like okay, I think. We haven't gotten the red light that anything's wrong. So 12-inch is on the way for the Dead Stars EP. It's going to be awesome. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to make more art. I just want to make art all the time. I want to record all the time. I want to paint all the time. I want to do photography all the time. I want to film that's just what I do. I can't stop. But this time it's on. So anyway, sorry. And I still hear that echo. Where is that coming from? I'm going to try something. I think that, I know what it is. I just figured it out. There you go. No more echo. Oh, man. It's always the dumb things that make this stuff. So there was an echo. I don't know if you guys were hearing the echo before, but it wasn't in effect. I just realized what it was. It's these headphones were on. So it was these headphones were picking up the mic. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. Technical. Well, now you know this is all live and not pre-recorded. So, yeah, I had 2 tabs open. Oh my God, I need a drink. Let's play a song. So the next song that you're going to hear was literally a song that I really thought was going to wind up on our first album. Then I thought, well, it's actually better suited for the second album. And then I thought, well, it's actually better suited for the third album. And it never came out. So, I mean, we recorded a demo of this song, but we just never released it. And I think what you're about to hear is like an early, like, we just wrote this kind of thing. But this is called It's a Cold Day in Jersey. So, yeah, it's a cold day.
You know, we almost didn't make it here tonight. We were supposed to play the loop, but we declined. We'd rather play the loop.
We can't do anything.
Because this place is the best. Don't forget it.
I can't get, there's nothing else out there.
This song is called It's a Cold Day.
There's a switch on that wall. I gotta get this right. Tell him. Right there.
I was standing in the wind, my eyes were fixed on you. You seem so distant from me.
Oh my God. So funny. Yes, and because you see the screen go blank and then I come back, it means we're really playing a tape. I'm not this isn't like pre-planned and I have files and I'm just hitting play on the files, or I have a VCR next to me and we're playing tapes. Yes, we are playing tapes live on a Quaranstream. Oh my God. And yes, EPS was the sampler. I remember now. It was the EPS. It was the very first one that they did. Yeah. So that was our sampler. So yeah, but everything was live because the only way that we didn't have an MMT8, so there was no such thing as we can hit play and everything just plays with all the parts in and out. So literally, the ESQ is playing every part on a loop. And what I would do is turn things on, turn things off. And when it was time to play something on the Juno, I would play it live because the Juno didn't even have memory. Remember, it's a Juno 6 for the nerds who are like synth nerds. It's a Juno 6, which meant between songs as I'm talking, what you're not going to see, but is that as I'm talking, I'm programming the next sound that I need for the next song. Now, granted, I didn't make it that hard for myself, but it was I saved the Juno for all the pad sounds or string sounds. So luckily it was just a filter sweep here, change the little setting here, add body, turn off chorus, that kind of stuff. But I had it down and I used to have a little list next to me that would tell me the type of sound, and it would give me hints so that I would remember oh, that means turn up the filter for this song. Just weird stuff like that. Weird cues too. Mike's job used to be to reset the delays and the drum machine. He would type in again, none of this was sequenced. They were tied together and synced, but he would have to pick the pattern numbers based on whatever song there was, and we would know what pattern number was what. That's how we would, play the stuff off. So it's a little crazy shit, man. I don't even know how we pulled it off, to be honest with you. I don't know that we did pull it off. So yeah, that was a cold day. And listening back to it now, it was not a new song by then because it sounds pretty much like the demo sounded later. So I think it was pretty refined at this point. So, but funny enough. Wow. So yeah, so I'm bringing you back to 1988 tonight. That's what I'm doing. We're going back to 1988 in the very, very early days of anythingbox. Listening to this stuff now, I'm like, why did we ever get signed? So rough, so weird. We're such a strange band. But these were, it was a cool moment in time because we were able to get away with so much sonically. If you think about it, we were getting away with a lot. So, but this next one is a real rare thing because Danya takes lead on this song. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's always been the hardest thing for us to do, was to give her the spotlight to sing a song. We were really always for it, but she was really shy. And so it was, you wouldn't believe it, as she grew into her persona, then she became uber confident. But back then she wasn't. So it was hard to get her out in front, and have her sing a song. So this is a rare one. And she's even wearing a tie for this. So I'm going to play a song that she wrote, actually. And I would do backing vocals on it. But the funny thing was, it was one of those things where I every time we were going to do this song, I had to twist her arm you're going to play it tonight, right? Yes. And then we wouldn't. So this is one of those rare occasions where it was on the set list and she played it. And yes, I cannot tell you how many shows there have been where we did not do All These Hours Undone because she chickened out at the last minute. For whatever reason, emotionally, she would be like, no, I'm too emotional. I can't do it. And it would be off the set. It's happened a lot. But this particular song is an upbeat song. So this is a weird song for her to do. But I'm going to play that one. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about what email I got and why it was important to me. Let's hit play.
Which you're probably relieved of that anyway. Okay. This is Donnie, she's gonna sing this. Thank you very much.
So weird, man. So they like that one. So they like that one. Well, it was always a treat when she would take the stage and take charge. I loved it. We wanted her to do it more, but it would never present itself. So we tried. I think when we were doing Worth, she was supposed to do an ending, and then I wound up doing it. But then I always told her, like, if we play live, you should do it, and then she wouldn't do that one either. So funny. There was a sad moment there, though, because I saw a friend of ours who, well, more of a friend of Danya's, but we liked the guy a lot. He had a nickname. His name was Boycott, and I just realized he's no longer with us. And I saw him dancing in the video, and I was like, oh, man, not all of us made it. And that's sad. That's a sad thing. It's really weird. It's weird watching this, too, you know. I want you to know, I didn't watch this today. I queued it up, listened to the first 10 seconds of the Casper the Friendly Ghost thing, and I knew what was on it. And I just thought, I'll watch it with you. And it's going to be more emotional for me than it is for other people. But man, it's so weird seeing yourself so young, so young, and in such a different time period. You know, like, wow, I don't know. It's blowing my mind right now. But I'm glad you've decided to tune in tonight. And, you know, time is flying. Time is flying. So do you think that, because I know, because of the way my streaming service works and the way that I've got it set up at 10 o'clock, I will bounce. But do you think we should just continue playing this even next week? I mean, like, it'll just be a two-parter. It'll continue. And maybe I'll have Mike call in next week. There's just a lot of stuff on here. But I know that this one is going to be funny for you guys to listen to. So, we did have cool hair, Mike. We don't have cool hair anymore. At least I don't. I mean, it's cool to me, but I think it would scare people if they saw my hair right now. It's all white. Nah, it's not all white, but there's a lot of white. Yeah, sounds good to me, Mike. We'll do that next week. I think we're ready to talk about that anyway. So you're tuning in to number 47 over there. 47. Yes, I'm figuring this out now. And we're playing stuff from an old VHS tape, which is right here. We're playing all the songs from this tape for the next 2 Quaranstreams. So, well, someone says, I'm glad I caught this. Thanks. Cool. Good to have you, Sound in Mind. I hope everyone is tuning in from wherever you are. Hi, if you're on Facebook. Hi, if you're on Twitch. Hi, Periscope. Hi, because I saw all of them fly by me. YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to play the next song now. I'm not going to introduce this one because I think you're going to know which one this is when I hit play. So I'm just going to hit play from the tape. Uh-oh.
Let's
Oh my God, this is so trippy to me. Oh,
Now we're
wow.
gonna get a little serious here.
Uh-oh. So I think I stopped it. Yeah, I did. Okay. Those black screens. I'm going to have to figure that out. But I know Robert just joined us and Wendy and a few others. So I'm going to explain something for those that are just tuning in. We are playing and we've been playing an entire show from 1988 at the Pipeline. And this is one that I had not transferred, this hasn't been anywhere. This has just been sitting in a box. And this video, the entire video is from 1988, live at the Pipeline when we were unsigned, new, and raw as ever. So there's a few on here that people know. But it's crazy how, I think it's crazy the ones that made it to an album, and then crazier the ones that didn't, that I'm looking at some of them like, man, the second half of this is going to be really cool. But anywho, but so yeah, we're tuning in to listen to this. I'm never going to get this right. Anythingbox, the third movement, 1988. I wish I could fast forward and all that stuff, Mikey, but I can't. I can't cue things up on this VCR, so it's going to have to be like one at a time. But speaking of the song you're referring to, Robert, that's going to be next. But let's see what else. So you see all of these right here, Robert? These are all the ADAT tapes of the albums that I managed to save. So watch me make Robert really mad right now. Look what I got here in my hand, Robert. Ooh, that's the real. Those are all the vocals to the Hope album. On these two. That's going to be. So we were going to do the boxing video, but I don't think we're going to do that because no one can see me actually doing anything. So, but yes, I'm going to pack these suckers up over the weekend and they're going out first thing Monday to get transferred. Yes, I will keep all the magnets away from them. In fact, earlier, I think I had my headphones resting right on top. No, I'm kidding. I knew better than to do that. But this one, it's funny. I found some stuff where I think there's some B-sides and shit. So see if I could find the one I was thinking of. No. The one I'm interested in is there's a song on the first Diary album that I had forgotten totally about, and it's on there, but only the vocals. So I don't even know what I'm going to be able to do with those. So it's just the craziest thing, man. So anyway, moving along, I'm going to play another song from the video. And yes, it's really in the VCR. I'm really playing a VCR, okay? This is not a digital file. Hence, the quality is not good. Here we go.
What we call series anyway. Which is different from series from other people's series. Which is different from series from other people's series. Who said that? It's different from series from other people's series. Heaven is a place I can't believe in. 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 Go! Go!
We used to use that.
Thank you.
We used to use that delay to great effect. There we go. So the delay. This is the funny thing about that delay. We used to use the extra echoes and things to do like these weird harmony effects. So there would be a point in each song where if we needed that, it was set up for it, almost like an endless loop. And we would turn that on. Like I would literally walk over to it and flip that mode on the DDS 2000 because they used to have this mode that you would turn on to freeze and do weird things. So it was fun. So yeah, everyone's wondering where Vega is. I have no idea. He was here earlier and then he took off. I think the sound quality was really bad, so he probably took off. Or maybe he was not feeling good either. I don't know. Or maybe his internet went out. I have no idea. But we miss you, Vega. You need to come back. So yeah. Strange time, 1988. Like thinking back about on this show now, this is before we knew we were going to California. This is before we knew that anything was going to happen with the music. You know what I mean? This is like really, really old. You know, this is about as vintage as Abox as you can get. Although I know there's at least 2 more tapes that are earlier than this that I'm going to try to find. But as far as like shows go, this is a memorable one for me because I remember the emotions that I was feeling when I was doing this show, which is really weird that I can remember. Yes, I remember the Loop show as well, but there's one that I have that's even earlier than that, Mikey. I have a show with my former bandmates before you even joined. I know that I have that tape too, which is really crazy. I have the first Loop show somewhere, which is really weird. But it's weird to listen to this stuff. It's strange to me. It's almost like I know who that person is that I'm watching, but I'm not sure that's me anymore. Like, is that me? Oh my God, that's me. Do I still think like that? Well, I certainly don't dress that way anymore, but, well, not always, but I'm less gothy now, but except in the art. On the art, I'm still very gothy, as you will soon see. But, so funny. So funny. What comes next? Oh, wow. I wonder if that's our closer for the evening. No, it looks like we have like enough time for like 2 more. Wow. We're going to end on the weirdest song ever. Anyway, so this song also, someone just asked me the funniest question here. Sorry to change subject, but do you have the multi-tracks for the Peace album? No, we do not. Those do not belong to me. They are at Sony Music, and they're probably lost in a fire. So, because Sony was involved in a fire that a lot of master tapes were lost. And I have a feeling that anything to do with Peace on those master tapes is gone. Unless, of course, they're somewhere else. It's a good question. Actually, I know someone that can answer that question, and I'm going to call him tomorrow because that might be worth transferring to. I think I know. I think I know who I need to call tomorrow. So we will get back to you on that funky question. And because that might be a cool thing to have. But moving along, you know this song. This is The Pipeline 1988 on VHS. That's what we're listening to on Quaranstream 47. So, and it's funny, I said, this is a song you should know. Whoops.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So funny, man. Oh my God.
Let me catch my breath.
So funny, that stuff coming off tape. Oh man. And yes, it is a good time to do what it says down there. See what it says? See what it says. Oh, now is a good time to subscribe and all that. Yes, do it, please. That'll help me out. Which is funny. I say that every week. Actually, it's happening, which is cool. I'm loving that the channel's growing, and I should have done this a long time ago. I think I would have many more subscribers had we done more with YouTube, but we didn't. We actually didn't even start messing around with YouTube way into the 2000s, which is a shame. Greg is saying those sound like the ESQ1 voices patch. I never used the factory stuff, so that was a remix of a patch. But yeah, every single sound that we had, we like avoided anything that was from the factory. Lots of late nights with a really bad Ensoniq manual trying to learn how to program that thing, but it paid off because I'm not afraid to say this. I can program the NESQ like a champ. I know its ins and outs. I know it. I know it like the back of me hand. Yes. Back of me hand. Oh, Eric, thank you. Happy Easter to you too, Eric. I forgot that it's Easter's upon us. Oh my God, I forgot about that. For those that celebrate, happy Easter. Was yesterday Passover? That's a good question. If it was Passover, I would like to know. That said, I think, hold on. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. Nope, that wasn't either because we played that already. So, but, oh, there it is. So you can buy me a coffee if you like, and or subscribe. Either one will make me really happy. So if you want to do the free thing, just subscribe. But if you want to buy me coffee, that's awesome. There's the linky thingy. Buy me coffee. But I was going to talk a little bit about the email that I got before we play the last track and we send things off. You know, I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm not going to play another song from the tape tonight because I'll explain why, because we'll start it off next week because the next batch is so cool and it starts off so weird that this next segment is really best saved for next week. So I'm going to end it there. I won't play more from this one. So what I'm going to do is eject it so that it stays where it needs to stay. So no more from this tape tonight. I will not close with the song that's next because it's so weird and so trippy. It's better off we start the show with this song next week. So, yeah. So the rest of this tape shall be played next week on Quaranstream 48. That sets things up nicely. And instead, yeah, I don't know what this is. Interesting. No, we're not going to play that either. I'm going to play a song that ends it and takes us out tonight, but not from tapes. So that we get one good high quality bit of audio in here. All right, that's just my vanity because someone that's tuning in is going to be like, "Man, he plays like really crappy demos." But I just want to say thank you for being here with me and. I figured out that my role in all of this madness that's going on in the world is not to be political or to, show you what my views are about it and try to change yours or anything of the sort. I think that the best thing for me to do is to help you learn to think, learn to feel, get back to yourself, and to enjoy your life, and to take you on weird journeys. And I think that's more fun. It's more fun for me. It's definitely going to be more fun for you. So I hope you guys had a good night. And I know we had a bit of a hiccup with the interwebs, which means there's going to be 2 versions of Quaranstream 47 floating around, because I'm going to be too lazy to put them together as one video. Although I might, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow on YouTube. It's a pain when that happens. I don't like doing that. I don't like having to re-edit video. And I've got so many things to work on. But anyway, about that email. So I had gotten an email about a new NFT service that was coming out that was by invite only. And it was called Calamint.io. I definitely want you to check it out. It's called Calamint.io. Here, hold on, I'll type it. Oh, Calamint.io. There it is. What's cool about this particular NFT site is that they use a currency called Tezos, which I really like. Tezos are, I believe, right now in the top 15 of the cryptocurrencies, although I like to call them cryptocurrencies. But and it's an amazing platform. I really love it. I applied, and I was so happy to get that email that said I was verified as a creator, that I could actually mint stuff on this site. So I love that I got accepted. And if Calamint, you're watching, thank you for accepting me. I'm going to do right by you guys. I have a very special NFT that I'm going to drop on that platform, and that platform only. And I have a different set of NFTs that are coming that are going to be involved with the 12-inch. So I'm not going to talk about that this week, because next week I'm going to try to have Mikey on as a guest. We're going to discuss the 12-inch, talk about who made it on that 12-inch, talk about the plans for the release, finally, now that it's out to be manufactured, to be clear. But pre-orders are going to start next week, which is nice. And we'll start promoting it. And of course, I'll probably hit some of you up to help. I hope you will. And I will play the rest of that tape next week too. Greg says, I keep hearing about these NFTs. Are you talking about us talking about the NFTs, or the world talking about NFTs? Because the world's really talking about them. We've been on the down low, not trying not to talk about them, but the cat's out of the bag now, almost literally. And there's going to be a lot of NFTs coming. I think it was here. Let me find it. Oops, not that one. Yeah. So there's one of the digital paintings that I did that I will be putting up. But this one's coming later. And yes, it is a part of Recovered. So there is a reason why I did that. And that reason you shall know when it's time. But I am excited about NFTs and that technology. Not so much in the way that I've seen some people do it, but in the way that I always imagined something like that could work. And the best way that I can describe it is that you're going to have experiences that are beyond just owning a piece of vinyl or a digital file. I don't want just to do the fad thing where it's going to be an NFT and you just own a file. That's not enough. What I want is for you to have an adventure with that NFT and where Abox is going. So it's going to have a lot of interesting things. So Tim asks, what is an NFT? An NFT is a non-fungible token. And I know it's just like you might as well just ask the question again, right? What is a non-fungible token? Am I really going to do this right now? Right at the end of the show? Did I just call it a show? It wasn't a show. It's a Quaranstream. But okay, I'll give you an example. Let's pretend. Let's pretend that you buy a ticket, and a ticket is the most common use for an NFT that is not being used, by the way, but it's where I think it's going to go. So let's imagine this for a second. Right now, a ticket is what I call a fungible item, meaning you buy a ticket, that ticket gets you in to see the band, end of story. Maybe you got the ticket signed by the band, done deal, all over. Whatever the value of that ticket is, it's done, it's spent. You bought it, you got in, you saw the band, awesome. Another value of a fungible type ticket, and I'm using tickets as an example, would be that you bought a ticket, you couldn't go to the show, so you put it on a site to resell that ticket, and someone else bought it, went to go see the band, etc., got in, done deal. That's a fungible token. It had its use, done deal. So I hope you're paying attention, Tim, because I'm doing this just for you. Now let's talk about a non-fungible ticket. A non-fungible ticket means, let's pretend you bought a ticket to an Abox show. You show up, you're there, and while you're at the show, I tell you that by the end of the night, the new song that I'm playing for you is going to be waiting for you when you scan your ticket at midnight. Now, that ticket has a different value than just getting you into the show, and only ticket holders will have that particular song and certificate. Now, obviously, you can say, well, then they go home and put it on some torrent site. It's true. However, that ticket will always have that particular song attached to it. So if that person decides to resell it, it has more value than whatever the ticket was worth. And it doesn't have to keep on giving. Let's say another show comes up 6 months later, and I say, you know, for everyone who came to my show and has a ticket from the last one, by the end of this evening, you'll have another song on that old ticket that you bought. That's where it kind of keeps on giving. So those are one of the many interesting scenarios for tickets. And that's just tickets. Imagine records that take you to a place where you'll see a video that's not on YouTube and that you own part of that video. Imagine songs that you may have part ownership of. There's so many use cases for this that it's taking over the world right now. Because for the first time, the value of what a musician is doing is actually coming back to us. It's coming back to us and coming back to us in our control, which is another aspect of this that's very interesting. Another use case, and this will be my last use case, is art. If you buy the non-fungible token of my art, meaning if you bought the NFT version of my art that connects you to a physical piece, that is basically the certificate that's telling people this is a real thing. It's the real piece. And it's like owning stocks. You're right, because the value of it goes up. And no matter who resells it, there's a built-in royalty for the artist. So that's another beautiful thing. It literally allows the artist and the fans to literally be a success together with no middlemen, more so than the internet on its own. So to me, that has great value. And it's decentralized, which also means that it can never be taken down and no one can ever take it away from you. So it's an amazing world that we're going to be living in. And it's happening right now. So the only advice I'm going to give you, because I'm telling you, NFTs are coming all the way around, not just for me, but from other artists too. But get your Coinbase wallet, get your Atomic wallet, get that MetaMask wallet, because I'm telling you, this stuff is going to be like crazy. It's going to be crazy. wait till you hear about the 12-inch and what we're doing with that, because that's going to blow your mind. So anyway, that was my lame explanation of what an NFT is. Next time I'm going to get the real deal and give you more use cases, because now I'm like drawing a blank because I'm still in 1988 where this stuff didn't exist. But yes, Joseph just said on Facebook, it compensates the artist on the secondary market as well. And yes, it does. And I mean, it's unstoppable. It's happening now. I just found out that Disney's going to be doing NFTs for all their movies and all their releases. So it's actually something that's you're going to see it all the time. Collectible cards are doing it. Yeah. What are we going to do in a world without NFTs? Oh my. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. We're over. And I think I'm going to celebrate the fact that I'm sending Hope off to get all the vocals from Hope in my hands so that I can put these vocals in your hands. And we're going to have so many cool remix contests. That's just going to be fun. And some of you are going to, I don't know, maybe do some weird mixes that become NFTs. Look at that. There's going to be such a thing as an NFT remix. So anyway, with that, I'm going to let you off with a song from Hope. And it's one of my favorites. For this, I will turn on the sphere overhead. And this song will take us out. I hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. I will see you next week. And we will finish playing the pipeline from 1988. For now, transitions. Good night. It was fun being here.
Listening to the airwaves, I can hear your loneliness moving ever faster, although 1,000 miles away. Can you hear me calling you? Am I getting through to you? we'll be happy. We'll be happy. Let's go.
I'm part of it. Can't you see it?